Alright, what's going on, guys? I hope everything is cool. So let's go. We have to go get a live CD. As you know, with any LFS, we need a host. Okay, so we're going to have to build them. And the live CD that we can use, Google, the live CD that we can use would be in Ubuntu 12.04. Okay? Okay, this is the version I'm going to use, 1204.3 LTS. So, like, if you have a version 2 or 1204.2 or maybe 1204 flat, I don't see why this wouldn't work. If you have a 1210, it would work. I actually was going to start building with a 1210, but I found out that 1210 is going to be dropped after 04 of 2014 or April of 2014. So I would hate for you to have to find this tutorial, say in 2015, and find out that no longer is there a 1210 on the site. You have to go hunt it up, blah blah blah, and the packages that you get might not be. Ubuntu might kick you off like they did with me in a 1010. Okay, I was hardcore with 1010, and they came through and just dumped on me and kind of forced me out. That's what Ubuntu likes to do lately. So I would hate for that to happen to you. But this 1204 is supported until 2017. Okay, so let's download this CD. Don't be geeked out about the AMD thing. Okay, I'm using Intel to build this, so we are okay. If you need an Intel too, that kind of caught me for a second. So that's that. Now, Ubuntu likes to take off their stuff. I think there is like some old backports or something left somewhere in here somewhere. I don't know. Archives maybe? No. So say if you come here and 1204 is no longer up on the site, you can always go FTP somewhere else. Oregon State University Open Source Labs. That's not the only one you can get stuff from, but I like to go there because I kind of like them, and so do a lot of other people. Okay? And you could say something like, can I say WNCD? Current live project? No. No. Let's see, distros. Nope. You go to Slack or Ubuntu, we'll say releases maybe. Okay. Now you see here there's a 1004, 1004 is here, 1204 is here, and 13.4 is here. You know what I mean? So you can always go to different sites to go get that CD if it's not up for you. Okay? So that's a good deal. So now, another thing I like to do is, because I'm a particular kind of guy, I like to format my partitions without using the automated installer. Okay, so my partition is going to be on dev SDA7 is where I'm going to install my host OS. Okay, now listen, if you already have an OS installed, like say if you already have a 12.10 installed or 12.4 installed or anything else like these, don't ruin your system. Don't do it. Just create something else and dump it on there. Okay? Okay. Now, I've already tried to build off of using Slackware as a host, using Mint 13 as a host, and I got nowhere with them. It's probably because I wasn't expecting to get too far with them. Alright? It's just one of them things that I'm used to building off live CDs. I'm not used to actually having host systems installed. So I'm always used to using the LFS 7. Or the LFS live CDs. But you know that live CDs are not supported after 7.10 to actually build a LFS. There is a live CD out there somewhere for a 6.3 stretched out so that you could build a 7.3 LFS. But I'm not going to do it that way. I wanted to do it this way. That way, if these videos are made to help people and I'm getting a lot of good feedback about it, and I thank you guys a lot. I wanted to make these as relevant as possible, so I took into the account maybe you may have this laying around or something like that. And two, with a LFS say 6.8, you would not have to install 6.8 to make a 7.3. Okay, even though I'm going to go back and do a 6.8 upgrade because I think that would be a good idea. That way it would even help me out with trying to upgrade my later on LFSs. I kind of abandoned that idea for right now to actually create a 7.3 for this tutorial because I don't want people to have to build two OSs to get a little farther. So, but like I said, Slackware didn't work for me. Slackware 14, Mint 13 didn't work for me. I didn't try that hard. If you guys are running them, it probably will work as long as the version checkers check out and everything else like that. I think you should be just fine. So, another thing is, watch out. I'm not going to be using Grub 2. LFS 7.3 uses Grub 2. I hate the hell out of Grub. I'm not using Grub anymore. I'm going to use Lilo soon. I have Grub Legacy installed here, and I hate it. I very much I hate it with a passion. Um, so what I'm saying is your bootloader. I don't know with Ubuntu if you can ditch your bootloader. I don't think you. I think you have to have the Grub bootloader. 1210 or 1204 uses. I think it's Grub 2 as a bootloader. And if you're using something say Legacy or Lilo and you don't want to overwrite it, just ditch the bootloader. The way I ditched it was I just stuck the bootloader inside of the partition I was installing Ubuntu to. Okay? So instead of saying SDA, which would overwrite the bootloader you already have, I just ditched it saying SDA7 where I put the Ubuntu install at. That's where it would be. So matter of fact, that's a great idea too for me right now to update my grub because I just wiped out my Ubuntu install that was on the other side, so I could do the tutorial. But I like to do a few dry runs on LFS install before I actually make a video. So I've installed 4 of them back to back. Everything looks great, and I am confident that we will do okay. So, having said that, I'm not going to do a video on how to install Ubuntu. All right, but just remember, if you don't want Grub 2 on, ditch the bootloader inside of the partition you're installing it to or something. And when I come back, we'll start from 0 as a new a new a new Ubuntu install. And we have to get a couple things and we have to straighten it up, make it usable to build our LFS system. So, having said that, how do I get out of here? Having said that, I will cut the video, and I'll pick you up and we'll be installed and everything will be great. Alright, so have a great day.